everyone, so I am starting with my belly cast plaster molding, and I'm gonna put art on it when I'm done. This is gonna be the journey of covering my belly, 39 weeks bump date, and here we go. Does dry kind of fast, So in case anyone is wondering, the brand that I'm using is Pearhead. I got it off of Amazon. It's amazing. It gives you all the instructions on exactly what to do. So I wanted to do a princess cut at the top, but I'm thinking that I am okay with this, and if I don't like that, I can always cut it and give it the design that I want, but we will leave it there for now just for some structure. If you're worried about your floor getting messed up, no need to fret, my pet, because it comes with what is this called? A drop cloth? It's more like a drop plastic. So it does also come with a sander that you can smooth everything out once it's dry. But you still, from what I'm gathering, you still want to make sure it's as smooth as possible as you are layering it on. So it's less sanding for you to do, and the foundation is strong enough to bond together. Yes, I can feel the top of it drying already, so that is good. But I want to hurry up and get to the middle so that way it's not moving too much of it. I will start adding some longer pieces just to start connecting it. I see why some people like to start from the bottom and work their way up. It's because you're moving a lot of your top area when you're putting this on, and it starts to move the foundation of the top. But to each their own in which direction that you want to start in. They also say that you should move it in different directions so that way it bonds together even better. By the way, they also suggest that you cut in different pieces. So you cut a short piece for the boob area, you cut a medium piece for the middle, no, a longer piece for the middle and a medium piece for the bottom area. But to each their own with that as well, because I personally need the long pieces for both the bottom and the middle area. To get my pieces as flat as possible, but also not take too long where it dries. Okay, I have pretty much my first layer on, and they say you should put about, hold on, let me get this spot and then I could officially say that. Okay, so they say that you should put about 3 to 4 layers, so that way it's really solid. This is already drying, it's feeling firm, it's cool. So I'm liking this little low cut that I have going on here because it feels like a corset top. And I still might cut this middle part just for like decoration purposes, but we'll see what happens. I do want to get a little bit more underneath the belly here. Connect some pieces there. I must say I'm pretty happy with it so far. It lifting a little bit when I leaned back. So I put a lot of jelly underneath my skin because I don't want it to stick to me. But to each their own with that. I can feel it lifting when you move, so you want to be careful when you do that. I will cut this little piece off here. For now, we'll just put that one layer there, just to give it some support on me as I'm moving around. Okay. Yes, I feel it sliding off. Ooh. So I could take it off at this layer and continue plastering it, or I can try to hold it on me as much as possible. Let's see what happens here. I do want to let the bottom dry at least if it's going to start coming off right now. So I'm going to hold it up because the top is definitely ready. Oh, you see that? Yeah. Try to see if I can make it more secure at the bottom here. I'm literally holding it up as it's sliding off of me. But at least I got it to where it's not gonna stick to my skin. Okay, so this should do for this side. It's literally sliding. I think the weight of it is what's doing it, which is fine. They said let it sit for, wait 5 to 10 minutes before removing it. It's been 20 minutes of filming, so this is about right. I'm still gonna hold it in place just to make sure that it's exactly the way I want, because I did want it to come all the way underneath and from the top. Little piece of plaster there. This I will clean up the edges. I'll probably cut a curve here on the side and probably cut a curve here on this side. I might cut in the middle here just to give it a little more of a princess cut while also feeling like corset vibes. All about the corset. So when you remove it, if there's any weak spot that you can see, and you can tell by when you put the light on, and if you can see through a little bit of an area, you just want to put some more plaster there. It comes with 5 rolls. So far I have used probably not even, it feels like I used about 3 rolls right now. I still have tons left. I have 1 full roll left that I have not used, and I have some of another roll that I cut. So I'm going to see how thick this is. And then if I need to add more over it, I will do so. But it's definitely ready to slide off of me right now. I'm just making sure the bottom is completely dry before I remove it. I did not expect this to be this fast, but I'm pretty glad that I did it. I can feel it sticking to my skin a little bit below my belly because I didn't put that much jelly down there. Petroleum jelly, it comes with it. However, oh no, it's coming right off. I did good. Okay, I'm literally holding it in place right now. It's practically off of my skin. So this was very seamless. I'm very happy with this. I'm going to show you how it looks when it's dry, most likely tomorrow. They say you should wait Yes, let the cast dry for a day and then smooth it with the sanding paper, which it comes with, and then it's ready to be painted on. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do in that area. Not sure what design I want to do, but I'm sure something will come to me. And here is my mold. Brought to you by I'm so happy. Okay, I'm gonna see if there's any weak spots and fill the weak spots in. And the only weak spot I really see is most likely right around this little area, which you can kind of tell in the front where my belly button is. But that's all. So I might add a piece of plaster over that. But yes, that's all. I'm so happy with this. Okay, I will edit in other parts of this journey. Okay, so I decided to put it back on myself just to keep the shape and make sure I close up any areas that may make it feel a little unsturdy. So we definitely want to do that spot right there. And it's feeling a little soft under here, so we definitely want to get some more strips under here. I think I need to cut them a little shorter. Should I? Yes, okay. I just clean these scissors again. I'm gonna get this bottom part sturdy. Maybe 2 more pieces should do it. Well, a few more pieces, but 2 more pieces to cut. Okay, so yes, just this underneath here just needs a little bit more. Let me take a peek at the middle part. Maybe 1 more on that middle part, but maybe not. Maybe that's the appeal of it because it has a little indentation, and then you can see my belly button here. So I kind of might, yeah, I think I'll leave that. It's kind of cute. It just shows the variations of the mounds and waves of my belly. Okay, so we just want to strengthen this undercarriage area. So I'll put one directly in the middle. And you don't need to drench the strips in water. You can literally just dip the strip in there and sweep it right on out and put it on your belly. Now that's feeling stronger. Let's do the other side. So I would say overall, to get your cast in place would probably take about 30 minutes start to finish. If you want to include setup time, 30 to 40 minutes. Okay, that definitely feels stronger down there. I think I want to add maybe a few more layers. The stronger you make the bottom while it's drying overnight, it's not going to lose its shape. If you see some areas that you need to flatten, you can dip your hand in the water and put it over that plaster, because remember, it's still a plaster strip, so it just needs some more water for a little manipulation, and then you can smooth it on out. Shout out to all the mamas out there who did their belly cast. I watched some of your videos, really loved it. This is something I've always wanted to do, so I, you know, clicked a few videos to see how it was done, and voila, I have my own. A memory forever. Okay, so I think that feels good. I'm gonna put maybe a few more that I've cut. Oh, I have 2 more strips left, might as well. I have longer strips left and 1 small one, so maybe that 1 small one should go in that one spot where my belly button is, so that way when I put the paint, it doesn't seep through too much. Put 1 over here underneath, just to make sure it's strong, and then 1 on the other side. And I have tons of longer ones, but I didn't need those as much as I thought I was going to. It feels a little bit more like you know exactly where to put the strips when they're a little smaller versus too long. So you want to make sure that the strips are not too long, because then you're going to spend a lot of time smoothing them out and it dries. Okay, so just gonna let that dry underneath there before I take a peek at this spot right here that I want to add that small little strip at. It does come with gloves if you don't want to get your hands messy, but I don't mind a little mess. And like I said, it comes with the drop plastic for your floor. A little tip, if you are using a ring light, you can cut a hole in the plastic, put that over the ring light, and then your whole cord is protected with the plastic. Okay, I think that I'm going to let that dry. Emojis in edit. I think I'm going to let that dry in my hands. That feels much better. Here's what the inside is looking like. I think I'm actually okay with that. I don't think I need to cover that area, because I do see 2 other areas, but they don't seem that bad to me. Maybe 1 more strip across there. I don't know, it's something about those spots that I like, that they can breathe. It's not completely covered. I kind of like that. Oh, but then when I sand it down, that might be an issue. I'm gonna cover those spots with some strips. But because I can only see it this way, I'm going to do it as I am holding it, so I can see exactly where I'm putting it, and I can see that I'm covering it from behind. If you make a mistake like this, throw the strip away. Just toss it away. Okay, trying again. I see exactly where I want to put it from behind here. It's just a matter of getting it there. And what I think I'm gonna do is put little pieces on it instead of this bigger strip, because then it'll cover exactly what I want it to cover, instead of worrying about those pieces messing up. Okay, so one side I saw. Once again, I'd rather just toss it. Okay. And what I think I'm gonna do, make it even smaller of a piece. That way it covers exactly the area and I'm not worrying about there we go. Okay. There's that spot. And then there was a spot on the other side or so. Here. Come on, make a perfect little size. Nope, okay, I will cut another piece. I will have another piece. Smooth that out. Yes. Whew. Okay. Still looking pretty smooth. I still plan on sanding it. Okay, that's a little less. So I want to strengthen this area in case I sand that as well. Okay, cut more. Because I laid my foundation in the princess cut up here, this is good enough for me to cut and not ruin it. And the sides are as well, and I'm so happy about that. As you saw, I did the finishing touches while looking at it from the inside out to make sure that whatever light was coming through, I'm able to cover exactly what I want to cover. I will show you how it looks once I cut the edges and it's dry. And then I will show you how it looks once it has its paint. I will, just to get that a little bit more neat. I'm making that already. There's something about the rawness of it though that I absolutely love. This so dries exactly what I want. Oh, some kicking. I don't want to take away the shape too much of what I did because I like, again, the rawness of just what was happening in the moment. So I will just make my little V here that I started off with. Yes, I'm very focused right now. I'm so glad I did this now, by the way, because I feel like I'm going to go into labor any minute or any day. I think I love it. The thing about keeping the layers not too thick is that you can see the exact curves of what your belly has done. The more layers you start adding on to make it a little more sturdy, you lose some of that. So I think I'm going to keep this as is, and however it dries, I will go easy on the sanding to make sure that I don't make any complete, see-through spots. I also just wanted to say this is kind of like pottery for the body, and I am in love with pottery. Like, I'm literally obsessed with pottery, mugs, cups, and plates, and the whole process of making it. I want my own machine one day, but oh my gosh, yes. Okay, time to go shower all this off of me. I decided to do a few parts to this since it might be long, so until next time, just breathe.